So now we're in part 2 of the certification process, and the discussion today is going to talk about selling and booking as many events as possible. So in the past, Microsoft Community Connections was about booking one event and getting out there and putting on a show, creating your own demand lead generation, doing all that you could to bring as many people there and have them listen to you talk about a specific product. I tried that out as a partner, and I quickly realized the amount of time that it took me to try to get butts in seats and to try to put together content, invites, and do all the things that are associated with that seemed to be very, very difficult and problematic for to do this at scale. So I thought to myself, okay, well, what am I going to do? How am I going to get more people here, and how am I going to scale it? So, part of the Community Connections program, which makes it so great, is using associations to do the demand generation. And, one of the things that I mentioned to all of the associations is that you need to do a couple things. While I do all of the education and content and producing software, for your members, you need to promise that they're going to be between 15 and 25 people at these events, and that was for chambers. For associations, I basically said 20 to 40. So I changed from doing a one-time event. Plus, there are some metrics that are associated with one-time events, sales metrics that you have to understand before you just blindly go and do events and then wonder why you're not getting any results out of them. Everything should be a process, and everything needs to be thought of with a very step-by-step process, a methodical way of building your business. Because at the end of the day, you need to build your business and sell Office 365 licensing and managed services, right? Not just do seminars. So let's just kind of talk a little bit about the metrics behind attendees at your event. So let's look at 12 different events, and let's say we have 100 people that actually came to your event. Wow, it's a great event. This is fantastic. So we got 100 people. Out of those 100 people, the way that it actually works, and this is the way it actually works, is out of those 100 people, only 3% are actually have a need today to buy whatever product you're selling. And that's the reality of it. From 4 to 20, those people need to buy. They need to change up what's going on. They're unhappy with their current provider or IT provider or telecommunications provider. They're unhappy. However, they're distrustful because things went so bad, and they're not ready to change. They don't know who you are. They're not going to go ahead and buy from you that day. And then from 20 to 100, those are people that are in contract and very happy, with their current situation. But that's in January, okay? So let's say you're doing a seminar in January. Great, fantastic, 3 people. But maybe those 3 people didn't even come to your seminar because they have a big problem. So you're pitching to a bunch of people that aren't going to do anything that day. So what happens in June when some of those people that were in contract and have a problem or an issue? They're going to look at their latest emails or latest referral network to get some help. But if you did an event in January, do you really think that they're going to remember who you are? Probably not. So you have to put together a series of events. Now, you can book a series of events for one association. You can do it for 2 associations. You can do it for 3 associations, right? But a series of events will help you, because in January, the figures that we just talked about, it changes in February and in March and in April, because a lot of those people kind of cycle through, whether they need services or not. And if you're presenting yourself as a subject matter expert in technology in general, not necessarily just in CRM or Office 365, but in general, and then you're sending up follow-up emails, drip marketing campaigns that actually give them content, who are they going to call when they're out of contract or they have a need 6 months later? They're going to call you. And that's why you want to do seminar selling. That's why you want to book as many events as possible. Secondly, the other reason why you want to book as many events as possible is you also have to think about, leads, opportunities. If you do one event with 20 leads, that's great. But how much time do you want to spend on the rest of your marketing plans, or telemarketing, or print ad advertising, or knocking on doors? The way I looked at it was, I want to book as many events as I can in a 30-day process without completely killing my business. And what did that mean for me? I wanted to do one event every single day of the month. That may seem crazy and it may seem nuts, but you have to think that way, because the more people you put into that funnel, the more success you will have. Having too much business is a much better problem than not having enough business. Growing too fast is a much better problem than not growing at all. And you have a very unique opportunity to utilize Microsoft and our brand to help you build your business. You have a very unique opportunity to go out there and present yourself as a subject matter expert in technology, and nobody else has that. We don't offer this to the general public. We only offer this to our partners. So use this opportunity to provide free software and free education, to build your business, to build your status in the community. And don't stop at just one chamber or one association because you think, oh, I've got enough. No, you need to have 10, 12, 13. I had 46 associations under management before I became an employee here at Microsoft, and I was the #1 MCC rep in the country. Because I knew if I could talk to 40 people a day, talk to them about something, tell them about something, show them I was a subject matter expert, man oh man, my phone would start ringing. And in 6 months, it did. Started ringing off the hook, which was fantastic. So think about that. When you're thinking about planning your months and your days and your years, think about how many you can do. Also think, 1 hour a day, and I get to speak to 40 people as opposed to 10 hours of cold calling or 5 hours of telemarketing. I think 1 hour a day is a whole lot much more fun and more effective. Thank you very much for joining us. Please look at the action items on this page, complete those, and then move on to the next video. Have a great day. Thank you.